Hi everyone, my name is Christy and welcome to my Trying a New Makeup Product Everyday series. Today we are starting the video off with a PR unboxing from the brand Estate. Estate is such an amazing, generous makeup brand. They send me their new products as they come out and I think it is so fun and exciting. I love that their products are cruelty-free and vegan and that they give you a 10% off discount code if you use Christy_Bergman10 off. Of course, I will have that in the description down below along with my referral link if you want to buy anything from Estate, like maybe the products that I am going to show you right here. So we've got some eyeshadow palettes and I am so excited. I love trying out eyeshadow palettes and this came so beautifully packaged with the pink. Ooh, these palettes are bigger than they looked online. Based off the packaging, I think I know which one I want to try out today just because it goes with my outfit more. I think it's going to be this one, the Hidden Gems palette, which it has some mushrooms on the cover, but I saw the back, which is really pretty. Let's see what the colors look like. Pretty! Okay, not the colors that I was expecting based off the packaging. Wouldn't you think it'd be like reds, purples, blues? But it's much more earth-toned, neutral, beautiful shades. Definitely shades that I reach for often. And wow, these are big pans, 9 colors, mix of mattes and shimmers. Both of these palettes retail for $30. Let's see what the Mystic Forest palette looks like. Oh, okay, these colors might go a little bit more with my outfit, but very pretty. I think this one has more mattes to it. Looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mattes and 3 shimmers, whereas the other Hidden Garden palette had 5 shimmers and 4 mattes, I think. But okay, you know, I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna go for this one here, the Mystic Forest, and let's do some swatching. Whoa, that's a very creamy texture. I think these are going to be incredibly pigmented. I'm gonna swatch all of them. And there's such a range of colors in here. I think you could go in so many different directions with this. Wow, that's a very impressive black eyeshadow. An amazingly pigmented shimmer. This green, decent, not mind-blowing. I mean, these matte shades are definitely pigmented, but these shimmer shades are wows. And then it's funny, it goes from like darker to lighter. That was probably on purpose, but I didn't even realize. Ooh. Oh, wow. Okay, these lighter shades really pop. That is beautiful. I love that there's that lighter shimmery shade for a highlight. It's missing that light white, cream colored, off-white type of shade that I use to set my eyes, but that's okay. And actually seeing these swatched together, it's more cohesive than I realized. Like they're all kind of that, I don't know, like earthy tone. What is it called again? The Mystic Forest? Yeah, forest, earthy tones. Here you can see what those swatches look like. And just like I always do when I review eyeshadows, I test them out with and without an eyeshadow primer. So I'm going to apply this Urban Decay eyeshadow primer potion all over one of my eyelids. This way we can see if there's any difference, because sometimes there is such a drastic difference with and without a primer. But so next step, I usually take that light matte shade to set the lids. But since we don't have that in this palette, I'm just gonna move right on to my next step, which is my highlighter. So I'm gonna use my finger and pick up the shimmery gold here and apply this to the brow bone. And it's definitely yellow. So I do typically prefer a little bit lighter of a highlight shade, but I think I'm going to be doing a pretty colorful look. So I think this will end up looking nice. I also like to highlight this inner corner. So this is really pretty. It's like a sunshine, bright, radiant yellow. I'm kind of struggling right now on what shade I want to do for my crease transition area, because I typically go for like a lighter brown, and this one is just very orange and warm tone. So even though this brown is a little bit darker than what I probably choose, I'm gonna go for it. And I'm gonna pick up this matte brown here, and we'll see how it blends out. But I'm gonna put this in the crease and then blend it up onto the brow bone. And wow, this is very pigmented. And I am having a bit of trouble blending it out. So I'm going to try and be patient and work with this to diffuse out the color, which it does seem like if you work at it, blend it, it will diffuse. So this shade had me a little worried at first that it wasn't going to look very good in this area, but as I'm blending it, I think it's actually a good crease and transition area, because I like to build up the dimension of the eye here. And this is definitely doing that. But it's very pigmented, so I'm trying to not pick up too much product for this purpose. And I think I'm already noticing that the eye with the primer is showing up with more pigment. Like this one, it's like it's kind of disappearing on my lid. Like it's not showing up very pigmented. It's really shearing out, whereas I felt like it was so pigmented on the eye with the primer. So I'm going in with even more product to try and build it up, and now I think I'm getting it to match the amount of pigment. Okay, and I don't know why, but I just really want to use the green, and this brown next to it is beautiful. But I want the green, it didn't swatch super pigmented, so I want the green to show up with full pigment. So I'm gonna try applying it with my finger to start. Like that looks pretty pigmented. And I'm gonna put it all over the lid. Oh my gosh. Okay, that actually looks beautiful and very pigmented. At least on top of the primer, it does. Like that is opaque color, really pretty tone of green. I just rarely wear green eyeshadow, especially this shade of green, which is so pretty and earthy. I love it, but I feel like it's a pretty unique eyeshadow color. But I like that. And I'm gonna go ahead and blend the crease. Also kind of blend it up a little bit into the crease as well to create like a greeny brown color. That is actually really fun. And I have green eyes. I feel like it makes my green eyes really stand out. And I'm so impressed by how full pigment it's looking with my finger. Let's see here on the eye without the primer, what I can achieve. And you know, I think it's looking just as pigmented on this eye. Whenever I apply eyeshadows with my finger, I end up getting it like under my eye there. So just gonna clean this up a bit, do some blending to pull it together. I was thinking I was gonna put another shade on the lid, but I love having this green as kind of that focus color. That is so fun. So I really wanted to use this pretty shimmering brownish gold bronze color, and I think I'm actually gonna put that on the lower lash line. So this is definitely turning into a bit more of a bold, glam look, but why not? It's funny, with like the lighter shades here, you could do a completely different direction for an eyeshadow look. I don't know why, I'm trying to pick up this shimmering shade on my brush and it's just not sticking to the brush, but it's swatched beautifully with my finger. So I want to try, maybe I'll try it out on the other eye and see if there's a difference. I'm going to spray my brush here and try picking up the product now. Maybe I'll be able to pick up some more. I think that kind of helped. I feel like it's showing up more noticeably sparkly now. But ooh, that really helped to pull the eyeshadow look together. Pretty. So it's just like my personal preference. It's not my favorite color scheme ever because I love, you know, pinks and purples and bright colors, but also the light neutrals. But I am happy with how this color combination came out, and overall happy with the formulas. They weren't the best I've ever tried, but this is the eye with the primer. This is the eye without the primer, and they look very similar, maybe a little bit darker pigment on the eye with the primer, but no issues with creasing. I think the look really enhances my eyes. So overall, a pretty nice palette. If you've tried this out, I'd love to hear your thoughts on it and what kind of eyeshadow looks you like to create with this. I just feel like there are so many different directions you could go in with this palette, this rainbow of colors here. I also feel like it can really transition through all of the seasons with these shades. So thank you so much for watching my video today. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel so you can see the makeup that I try every day, and I will see you tomorrow in my next video.